Hold on when you need a friend, I'll never let you go again. Reach out when your mind's uneasy, 'cause I'll understand.
After that last time we did reset the house, preparing our clean canvas for today, it's time to get on with the creation to a more organized, simple, clutter-free and homey home. Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. Today we will start the first cleaning, decluttering and organizing video. First in this year, because we had plenty previously what you can always check out under the Clean, Declutter and Organize with Me playlist. But now let's dive into this video, starting with the cleaning first.
Hold on when you need a friend.
The reason why I'm starting with the cleaning, and I recommend to do the same for you too, is because decluttering and organizing requires a temporary messiness, clutterness, however you like to call it. So if you have a messy or even untidy space, adding that organizing mess on top can make your space feel crowded and make you overwhelmed and take away your organizing and decluttering motivation. So before you would start, just give your space a quick 10 minutes, half an hour or more cleaning. It depends how bad the situation is, or you can even clean it the day before, so next day you can just focus on the organizing and decluttering. You will see that it will help you to be more productive and think more clearly. Now, our room looks probably messy, but it's definitely untidy because, as you know, we had guests over. Then I also just reset the house recently, what meant that I took off the Christmas decorations and cleaned the living area, but I didn't have time for the bedrooms. Then when I take the seasonal fabrics, so blankets, pillow covers, shanners, then I always wash them before I put them away. So that also did pile up, waiting for me to put them on their place.
I'll stay here to the end. Get up, don't.
I also brought in our bedding, what needs a change, so I will quickly take that off as well.
Hang your head, we'll take it.
Then I got rid of 2 of my pillow inserts because they were really thin and has no firmness at all. I tried to use them in smaller pillow covers that maybe then they will fill them nicely, but they only turned into a pile of clumps, so I'm sorry, but this year I will be very strict and I use all my energy and focus to make sure we only keep and store what we really use and what really serves or satisfies our needs.
Step by step, fell inside. Now I'm living in a matchbox. All this time, all it needed was a little spark. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it.
I got a couple of clothes to sort and fold, but now that our wardrobe and dresser been reorganized, I don't get that annoyed feeling that, oh, I have to put the clothes away and it will take ages, because now everything has a space and I can easily fit every piece back to its place.
And put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it. And put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it. And put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it. And put it in your head.
Then now I will clear the bed, taking off the guest bedding, and once I change the bed sheet I will just leave the bed like that because I like to use it for my organizing. So I usually pack the things on the bed because I feel like it's easier to see through the things there other than on the floor.
You're better than you know. When facing times of doubt, stand up and you grow. Don't.
And of the bedding and bedding cover goes to wash, and yes, I do wash the inserts after our guests, so it will be fresh when they come next time.
Let it get to you, you're better than you know.
Now that the bedroom been tidied up enough to have space to move around and to be able to make it messy again, but now the mess will be temporary, I started the organizing with adding the Christmas decors into a slightly bigger box because there were a few items that doesn't have space and they don't really fit in either category what I have, so I thought if I need to fit somewhere, then this will be the best choice. I did declutter our Christmas stuffs as I took the decorations off, and I was able to get rid of a big box, or better to say resize the big box to a smaller box, but definitely makes me feel accomplished. Also, I had a few washed Christmas fabrics, but I had to put away.
Dead and broken, but now it's found a home. Fell inside, now I'm living in a matchbox. All this time, all it needed was a little spark.
Then before Christmas I said that my candle drawer is a disaster, so since I made the New Year resolution to start the new year with as much organizing, decluttering and rectifying as I can, this drawer had to be the first to get done. I call it candle drawer, but I store our vases here as well. My plan is to keep the vases here, then create a section just for the candle holders, and of course the candles needs to get back in here as well. Also, I like to experiment with candles, and I would love to learn the candle molding and creating my own scented candles because I am really sensitive to the scented candles. Many of them gives me headache. I light them and after a half an hour I just cannot stand the scent and I feel like I cannot breathe, so I cannot light them again. But sometimes I still keep them because they still work as a decor piece. But because these I did accumulate too many candles, so now I'm going through them and declutter them. I did shorten the sniffing process because it did take a long time until I sniffed through all of them and decided in which side of the bed is going.
Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it.
Before I will start organizing, I just quickly clean the drawer because a clean space already looks better even if it's cluttered.
Put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head.
For the vases, I thought I would use the tray, so this way I can keep the tray in case I need it and also keep the vases organized. And as I thought this thought in that moment, I already made a huge mistake and I will tell you why in a minute.
If I could fly, if I could kiss the sky, would you take me for granted? And if I could run faster than speed of light, would you take me for granted? Shake, shake, trembling to my bones. I am restless.
Then I use the basket for the candle holders to keep them separate from the rest of the things and tidy so they won't get mixed with the candles or they won't keep rolling or moving around.
There's no way, no way.
And the reason why I said it was a huge mistake to think to keep the tray just in case is because first, I am keeping this tray for many years for now with this excuse, I have to say. Also, when you keep things for just in case, how many times did you actually use them just in case? Because I am sure that probably 80% if not more of those items you never used since then. At least this is my experience, but prove me wrong. So then, because it wasn't the best fit anyway, I changed to a plastic box what I had on hand. I just popped the decluttered candles in the tray until I saw those. There are a couple of candles but still having them, and I do love them, but the wicker is already burned, so I need to melt the leftover and add it into a smaller jar. Then there are a couple of jar or other glasses what I wanna reuse, if not for new candles, then for organizing other bits and bobs.
If I could, then I would do restless love. If I could, then I would do restless love. I don't wanna wait to get out of this place. If I could, then I would do restless love.
Because I wanted to create a designated space for my candle experimenting, first I added the candles what I wanna keep in front of the drawer. Then, because I had more candles to keep than stuffs for my candle making, I swapped them. So all the candles what I kept went in the box, and I added the pot what I used to melt the candle and the wicker set what I have in front of the drawer. And the candles what I will reuse for my candle making, so what I will melt, I just added on top of the box. Now, organizing is not always works out as you imagine, so maybe you will now organize something in one way, but after a while you may realize that you need to adjust things or completely reorganize, and that's okay because everything is changing, and these days the changes do happen quicker. There are new products every day, your preferences, your style is changing quicker, so it's okay if you need to adjust later on, but that doesn't mean to don't start organizing. Instead, just start it somewhere. The quicker you start, the sooner will serve you on a long run.
I won't even try. I don't wanna hold you back. I have my own reasons. Lead me the way. Help me to read your signs. Get me out of my blindfold. Shake, shake, trembling to my bones.
Then I did clean the top of the dresser and added my usual decors back for now, just to make the room a bit more cozy. I actually did declutter and organize in the room way more, but it was too long to fit it all into this video, and there were other things what I got done as first things in the year, so I thought to have more organizing and decluttering motivation, I will add the rest into the next video. And for now I will just reset the living room, and also last time I did take off all the decors and I didn't add any back to get some decor detox, but now we are a few weeks later, so it's time to make the space feel more homey and cozy. And all I will do is just adding a few greenery here and there and add a few wintry decorations, but keeping it really simple. And of course I will clean as well.
I am restless. There's no way of knowing. If I could, then I would do restless love. If I could, then I would do restless love. I don't wanna wait to get out of this place. If I could, then I would do restless love. Come pick me up.
I had some muddy cat paw prints on the windowsill and on some of the furnitures what needed to be addressed, and to clean it off I am using an antibacterial spray just to make sure to get rid of germs. And also I just want to mention that although it seems like I am spraying and wiping, it's because of the editing. It would be boring if I leave here a few minutes long gap until I let the sanitizer to do its job. So if you are sanitizing something, always read the instruction to see the working time of the chemical what you use, how long to leave it on the surface before wiping it off.
Come pick me up. Come pick me up. Come pick me up. Come pick me up. Come pick me up.
then I also took care of our aquarium, just adding a bit of weekly cleaner and turning the light on. I keep saying to myself that I need a timer switch so the light will go on and off by itself, so that needs to be addressed as well. And the floor cleaning, the chore that shouldn't be overlooked in our household, since we have a cat who is in and out of the house, and with 2 kids pulling out lots of crafts and toys, leaving behind a bit of mess. But I always say, if they make a mess while playing, that's more a blessing than a burden. I prefer better to clean up after them than having them sit in front of the telly all day. We don't have a separate playroom, so many times they play in the living room instead of my son's room, so this is why I'm mentioning the playing in the living room. Then of course we do mess while working on projects around the house, and that can even mean me organizing, so the minimum 1 vacuuming session a day is a must. This year I am so ready for spring already, so I already got some flowers to plant, and I just cannot wait to start gardening.
One way to see, one way to know, just never look back.
Then I wanted to give the dining area better vacuuming. This is why I took the chairs in the first place, but then as I was vacuuming around the table, I just realized how silly is that I am maneuvering around the table's legs when it's pretty easily movable to stop the struggle.
And just letting it go. Your heart is a drum, you're biting your tongue.
Then of course, if I clear the space, then let's don't procrastinate and do a proper cleaning, so I vacuumed the dust from the skirting board and the socket with the router as well.
Hoping to reach out and touch the soul who is lost in winter and frost, enthusiastic summer.
Then if you are winter cleaning or decorating, or how to call it, then let's just add some wintry scent as well. So to mop the floor, I use this wintry scented Zooflora, which is snowdrops and juniper scent.
It's gone, it's moved on, in rolls the dawn, hoping to lift you off the ground, but you won't let go, not this time around.
Then just a quick wipe for the table. I actually should have done that before cleaning the floor, but at least I got it done before moving back to its place.
Hopelessly there, when you're not here, it doesn't matter as long as you're true, true to your heart, true to the art of holding the hands of a lonely soul who is lost in winter and frost, enthusiastic summer's gone, it's moved on, in rolls the dawn, hoping to lift you off the ground, but you won't let go, not this time around.
I was really working around the clock, checking if I have time to do at least one more job before I have to pick my daughter up from nursery, and since I didn't have enough time to clean the kitchen, I started adding the winter greeneries. As I said, I will keep the decorating simple, just a few wintry touch to make the space look cozy and have some life in here, and for that using green plants is a perfect choice, so this is why I am adding greenery everywhere. Then I don't know why, but I have a hard time to leave the surface bare, like not adding a runner or something. It just feels so cold and odd to me. Maybe because of my generation, we grew up in that era back home when there were still lace mats and tablecloths everywhere, so I think this is why it's so hard to leave the surface clear. For the TV stand, all I did is adding the pine stems, and that's all.
They don't know why they're falling down.
Here at the dining area, I might got a bit into the decorating. So for the table, I added a hurricane vase with a bit of artificial snow. Then I played for sorry for one of the candles, what I will melt in the future, and used it now in here, and added a few pine stems as well.
They don't know when they'll hit the ground. As far as my eyes can see, you'll always care so tenderly for souls who are lost in winter and frost. Enthusiastic summer's gone.
And although it's not how I pictured using this garland, but I really love, but I don't know where to use it, but I still got some use out of it.
It's moved on in rose the dawn, hoping to lift you off the ground, but you won't let go, not this time around. They don't know why they're falling down. They don't know when they'll hit the ground. As far as
Then a few years ago, I bought some Christmas pictures, and one of them was more like wintry than Christmassy, and I thought it will be a great idea to add it here now. It was bigger than my frame, so I had to fold it, but it was printed on a canvas fabric, so it was easy to fold it. And if I would love to use it later on in a bigger frame, then I can just iron it slightly to get its shape back.
my eyes can see, you always care so tenderly. They don't know why they're falling down.
So may I went to winter out, but it's still definitely on the simple side.
They don't know when they'll hit the ground. As far as my eyes can see, you'll always care so tenderly.
Now let's clean the kitchen, but today I'm starting straight away with the cooker top cleaning because we just had lunch and I also need to start prepping the dinner. My daughter started to refuse naps, she's soon turning 4, and now the bedtime is a bit all over the space because she wakes 6:30 so we can get ready for nursery and school. So when she isn't having a nap, she has to be asleep by 6:30 in the evening, not leaving me much cooking time between school run and bedtime. So I quickly clean the cooker top first to start the dinner while I'm cleaning the rest of the kitchen.
Throw your stuff away. Don't hesitate. Don't be scared.
Before starting dinner, I also cleaned up the mess what I have done cooking the lunch, just didn't have enough time to clean up before school pickup. Before cooking or any food preparing, I always wipe the worktop even if it looks clean. We do have a cat who isn't really allowed on the worktop, but still she's a cat, so she does sometimes hop on it to get closer to me or to sniff around if there is something new. So it's better to keep in mind that cats are curious creatures, so even if they don't hop on the surface in front of you, they might have a look around when you are not there.
Ways will appear in front of you. New wealth too. I know it's a bad
Then I stopped to prepare the dinner, and now I am just restocking our potatoes, then we will continue cleaning.
day. Catching every teardrop. Try to tame a hurricane. Wish you didn't feel alive. But if you try to embrace rather than push away, you will find this place getting better day by day. Day by day. Day by day. Day by day.
That poinsettia is making a bit of mess on the windowsill, so I needed to clean that up.
coming closer. It's okay.
Then, because we cannot light a candle on the cooker top, now I use my wax melter to make the living area smell nice. And with this, I just remembered that now I have enough space in my candle drawer to add my wax melts and tea lights in there too. This is what I really enjoy and love in organizing, that you organize one area and other things start to fall in place too. Then, now that the dirty dish has been collected and added or in the dishwasher or in the sink, it's time to get them cleaned. And because as I was cleaning the dirty dishes from the worktop, I added them in the dishwasher. Now I have to start hand washing the dishes what needs a hand wash and add the rest of the dishwasher safe dishes in the dishwasher meanwhile or afterwards. I didn't have many to hand wash, so I tried to get all of them done first and after that load the dishwasher, so I don't need to stop many times to change the camera angle. I say, you can take it day by day. Listen to the words I say. I know it's a bad day, catching every teardrop. Try to tame a hurricane. Wish you didn't feel alive, but if you try to I usually don't get the sink squeaky clean when I am still cooking, just rinse it after washing the dishes, but today I washed many greasy dishes and the other day our drain got blocked because of the cold weather helped for the grease to build up. What is strange because we don't really eat greasy food. I mean, I do use a bit of oil for cooking, but that amount what I use it's only enough to give the pots a slippery layer to don't get the food burnt. Wherever I can, I don't use any extra fat or oil, just what comes out from the meat. I never like the greasy foods and I easily get sick from them, so it's really something what I am keeping under control, and still our drain tries to prove it otherwise. This is why today I also used a grease remover instead of a normal cream cleaner like this. Day by day, day by day, day by day, day by day. So today we haven't cleaned the worktop on the other side of the kitchen, and this is because I brought all the candles out there, so it's jam-packed at the moment, and since we don't use that side for cooking or to prep the food, it can stay like that until I get the candles sorted, but we will do get the floor cleaned.
Every day isn't shining like today.
I just remembered that I had ordered by mistake a set of tea towel, but doesn't really seem to me Christmassy, more like wintry, so I added that, but if I wouldn't have it, then I would just use a regular tea towel.
Beauty rising, I can say I have seen.
Then I also mopped the floor in here because food gets on the floor, things do get spilled, so the kitchen does need more mopping than a bedroom, for example.
Mountain highs and some valleys, yeah, I've shown.
So here we are removing the slated panel from the cabinet because I just didn't like it and I think it made the hallway too heavy and smaller, and instead of this board I decided to paint the cabinet white as the wall so it will blend into the wall, making the hallway look bigger. Then you heard me saying that we do need a new shoe cabinet, and between the two holidays we managed to finally create a new custom sized cabinet for our hallway, We did cut some of the parts way before Christmas, but then the weather was really wet and cold and we couldn't finish it, but finally we got the time and the weather was a bit more pleasant. It was cold but not wet and windy, so we were able to finish the cabinet, what we really needed. As for now, I am clearing the space and then I will also clean it so we can fix the new cabinet in place.
Some baggage, felt the weight of some burdens, carried shame.
If you are wondering why it's so dusty under only one of the cabinets, is because when we were removing the panel, we did move the other cabinet and I cleaned underneath it that time, but because I knew soon we will need to clear the whole area, I didn't remove the other cabinet.
Cried in pain, took the lies and put them on me.
I tried to get the paint spots cleaned up from the floor, but unfortunately they were old, so I couldn't. My husband even brought me some blue wipes, what is like a magic eraser, lifting up every dirt, but later on I will try to remove that big spot one more time.
I will leave it at the altar, God. I leave it at the altar, God. I leave it at the altar, God. I will give you everything now, God. Oh, I surrender all and leave it at the altar, God. Oh, yeah.
Here I added a few clips of us creating the cabinet. I was looking for shoe cabinets, but because the gap between the wall and the big cabinet is such an off size, I couldn't find cabinet what would fit perfectly. And since the space is small, I didn't really wanted to compromise on its size, so 10 cm smaller cabinet is a too big compromise. This is why we decided that we will make one custom size, but I still don't know what will be the finish, paint, stain or vinyl, so that is still under progress, but the cabinet is fully functional and that's what matters to me right now. And somewhere between making the cabinet while we were waiting for the battery to charge so we can cut the rest of the missing pieces or parts for the cabinet, we quickly got another part of the hallway fixed. When we were working on the bathroom niche, we did put the adhesive spray on this little ledge and it got stained. Now I am not sure that made the stain, but that's the most likely scenario. So now we have to, or my husband has to sand it to save it, and since he needed to sand way more than we thought, I just asked him to sand the whole piece and I will try some clear water resistant paint on it. Maybe that will give us more protection than the clear stain what we used previously.
Shining are the visions that I've seen and I've held on so tight. Turned out they were holding on me, on my skin. Digging deep.
Now it's time to place the cabinet to its place. So after trying to see if it fits or not and trying to find the height, because previously my plan was to be high enough for me to be able to fit the cat litter box underneath it, but without compromising on size. But after trying, I had to compromise on not to fit the cat litter underneath it. So after we knew where it goes, my husband measured, drilled holes and fixed the bracket, and the cabinet is already on its place. Well, it wasn't that easy like how I said it. It never is when it's a DIY, but the end result is the most important and I absolutely love it. I did fall in love with the wood pattern what the doors have, so this is why I am thinking on some wood stain, and also it would make the hallway feel warmer.
All I saw in the mirror I had.
Then I wanted to add the shelves and organize the shoes so we can take the cabinets out. Unfortunately they got some watermark and the wrap on them started to leave, so there is a very small chance that anyone would buy it. But when I was starting to measure, I realized that I am out of shelf holders and nor my husband had any, so instead I just stuck the shoes and the shelves on each other. But I will show you in a minute how they look now that the shelves are in, although after adding the shelves, because I didn't know how many shelves do I need, we are now 2 more shelves short, but that's an easy fix. And we already got to the end, but we are continuing the decluttering and organizing in the next video too. So in case you aren't subscribed but you don't want to miss the next video, hit the subscribe button now. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up so I know this is what you guys are looking for. And thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week and I see you in my next one. Bye guys!
Had to learn all I wanted was always there.